Hey y'all, hey, so I'm back with another video. Baby, it is 3 to 5 inches outside. It is cold. That's why I got my hoodie on. It is freezing. Oh my gosh, 3 to 5 inches outside. But anyway, how y'all doing? Good, good, good. Okay, so I came and I did a video, maybe like last week or whatever, around Kandi and Todd from Real Housewives of Atlanta getting a divorce, and how I was really agitated by like the response that I saw online. And mostly I was just like, I don't understand how all of this is being said, but nobody's bringing up Mama Joyce. The only people that I know, like, not like online, but I'm talking about like on YouTube or podcast, that brought up Mama Joyce and how Todd is a better man than us, was the Reed. Shout out to the Reed, Crystal, and Kid Fury, because they was the only people that I heard covering this who said, baby, Todd is better than me, because Joyce and them aunts, I would have been left. They're the only people I heard say that. Everybody else, and this is what we're going to talk about, right? Because yesterday, I think Todd filed, mind you, right? Mind you, let me see, he filed on Wednesday. So I'm reading from YALL Entertainment, right? Okay. On Wednesday, November 26th, Todd Tucker filed a response in court requesting primary custody of their two kids, Blaze and Ace Tucker, claiming Burris has been busy handling out-of-state work obligations. According to U.S. Weekly, Tucker noted that Burris' packed work schedule would continue to keep the escape singer away for the children for at least the next several months. In the filing, Tucker stated that he and Burris have been working well together to reach a resolution, and expressed belief that their professional working relationship in this matter will continue. So I'm going to but I want y'all to listen to that part. Listen to that. They've been working well together to reach a resolution, and expressed belief that their professional working relationship would continue, meaning that the businesses that they have together, they will continue to run them together. That is very important in like the basis of everything I'm about to talk about, right? Tucker, however, said that if the pair was unable to reach an agreement, he would seek primary physical custody. So listen to this: primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and then final decision-making authority. This is a quote. It says, Burris having substantial time and meaningful access to the children. The filing reads, Todd wishes to make clear that he recognizes Kandi as a loving and capable parent, and remains sincerely hopeful that prior and continued discussions between parties will bring full resolution of the matter, right? So that's the first part. So the first big news is that he filed for physical primary custody. We'll get back to that, right? That was the first news. And then the second news was about he questions the prenuptial agreement. So during their 2014 Bravo wedding special, the pair bumped heads throughout the 5 episodes over the details of their prenup. Tucker did not want to sign, but Kandi was Joyce, not Kandi. Mama Joyce. Let's be clear. Mama Joyce was adamant that he signed it. In Tucker's recent filings, the father of two hinted that he was pressured into signing a legal document, and noted his lawyer's absence. Tucker's lawyer said in court that the couple's prenuptial agreement was presented to Todd without Todd having counsel, even though Kandi then had counsel, had communicated previously with Todd's team regarding a prenuptial agreement. Their statement continued. Despite that knowledge, Kandi counsel presented the final agreement to Todd's signature immediately before the wedding ceremony, without any notice to or consultation with his team. And then it talks about alimony. So let's talk about a few things, right? So I see, of course, the headline is, oh my gosh, Todd demands physical custody, and he wants to contest the prenup. So everybody online, okay, I've already talked to y'all about this before. I don't understand what it is about Kandi. This is what I'm assuming. I always just assume that it has to do with the fact that Kandi was in a beloved R&B group, Escape, and that I guess Kandi has a lot of money. Kandi is one of the most protected housewives by the fans. I'm talking about on any franchise. Kandi Burris almost never gets criticized by her fans about anything. All they do is protect her. If anybody calls her out, I've gotten called a bozo about 1,010 times just off of my pure opinion on this. But it's because simply I'm not on Kandi's side. And like I said, I don't know what it is about Kandi that makes it that all of the fans, for some reason, y'all can never just look and see where Kandi may be possibly wrong, where she may have made a mistake, where she may have some shortcomings. The only time I've ever really seen people drag Kandi was during the SWV and Escape show, and that was because she was being blatantly disrespectful and trying to act like she was bigger than SWV when she wasn't. So, other than that, again, I really think that it's just simply because Kandi is a black woman from a R&B group. And I think it really just has to do with the fact that Kandi has a lot of money. Like, I'm telling you, anytime you try to critique Kandi, it doesn't matter. It don't have to be about time. It could be about what she do on a show. The first thing people will say is, Kandi don't need to do that. Kandi got money. Kandi got this. Kandi got that. Kandi is booked and busy. Kandi got all this shit going on. Like, that's the first thing. Kandi is never held accountable for anything. So I understand going into this that there is already, like, this big favor for Kandi, like, off top. Just off top, right? What I did not understand, like, I get when everything first happened, the whole, what's the scheme set up by Todd? Like, I get it. That was funny. Ha 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 ha. But y'all are literally now thinking that that's true. And this is my whole thing about everything that's going on. This is the most important part I need everybody to get with. We do not know these fucking people. And when I'm sitting here and I'm not just only like reading the tweets, I read a tweet from one girl who, in response to this article, literally reposted it and said, "What is Todd talking about? Kandi has a whole community. I know at least 3 people right now that could watch Kandi Kids for her." I'm like, yo, shout out to King of Reeds. When Justin J from King of Reeds talks about the parasocial relationship that y'all have with these people, that's what he's talking about. This lady said, I know at least 3 people that could watch Kandi's Kids. You're acting like you know this bitch personally. And you acting like you know Todd or his family enough to know that Todd doesn't have a support system either. Y'all are literally insane. And what I'm realizing about this situation is that, similar to the Melody and Martell situation, a lot of you bitches are personalizing this situation specifically to y'all and y'all situation. And number 2, I mean, obviously we all can only go off of how we would handle things, but it's just like, it's so much projection. It's also a lot of things that's being assumed with zero evidence. So the main thing that's being said about Todd is what Mama Joy said, which is that Todd is an opportunist. See, we knew that Todd was only with Kandi for her money. I want to understand something. Outside of them about to get a divorce, I want y'all to explain to me, what have we seen from Todd over the last 11 plus years on the Real Housewives of Atlanta that would make you know, not even think, because these bitches are acting like they know for a fact that this is what it is, that Todd got with Kandi and stayed with Kandi and dealt with everything he dealt with her family simply because he just wanted her money. I need you guys to provide me solid evidence where Todd either said out of his mouth he was only with Kandi for money, or there is something that we physically saw, that we saw or heard with our own eyes and ears, that literally has Todd saying that he wanted Kandi for her money. All y'all are doing are going off of assumptions in your own head. Y'all do not know these fucking people. You do not know their fucking relationship. And a few things that I want to get to that's mentioned in this article to let me know that it doesn't matter what the fuck y'all think. What matters is what Kandi thinks. I don't believe that Kandi believes that Todd is with her simply for her money. Let's go through a few things for that, right? Number 1. Let's start from the overall basis. So I want to say this. If you are one of those people that believe that a woman should not be with a man who makes less than her, then everything I'm going to say moving forward does not apply to you, right? If that's how you feel, then that's your own personal opinion, and then I can understand how you feel about this. So if your stance as a woman is, I don't believe that a woman should be with a man that makes less than her, I believe that women should be with somebody that either makes the exact same money as her or more. If that is your stance, then again, everything I'm going to say, just null and void. Don't worry about it, because then your stance makes sense. But for the rest of you bitches who for a fact, I watch y'all, I'm not going to call out names, but I watch a lot of y'all on YouTube. I watch y'all on TikTok. I follow y'all on Twitter. A lot of y'all views is specifically shifting on this situation just because it's Kandi and y'all like her, or y'all are cool with her, or number two, because it's simply a woman. So let's go to that second point, right? If you are under the belief that it doesn't matter, right, as long as everybody's in love, then I don't understand the issue with Todd being like, the point of the matter is that, like I said, most people don't like Todd. There is no real reason. Most people don't like Todd and they don't want to say it. It's simply because he doesn't have as much money as Kandi. But a lot of people don't want to just come out and say that, because it goes against a lot of the things that they actually believe as far as equality and stuff like that is concerned. But that's the fact of the matter. That is really the basis of a lot of this. A lot of you bitches don't believe, y'all believe that Kandi should have never married Todd, similar to Mama Joyce, because he didn't have as much money as her. And that's literally where it begins and ends. Y'all have no other proof of anything that this man has ever done to Kandi. We don't have any record of him ever shiesting her for her money. None of that shit. It's literally just because he doesn't have as much money as her. But this is what I'm not understanding. Which would y'all prefer, right? Because regardless of how y'all feel, she did marry him. So I want to ask y'all, what would y'all prefer? Would y'all prefer a man who married a woman who had more money than him and did nothing but sit his ass at home, did nothing, only went to the strip clubs and spent her money, but did nothing the fuck else to help her? Or would you prefer a man to get with a woman who got money and then help her increase by helping her with her businesses, helping her expand her brand, pretty much helping grow the money that she did have? Which one? Because what I'm realizing is a lot of y'all, I'm so sorry, and I'm all for women empowerment, but some of you bitches take it way too far, and y'all take the women empowerment so far that it actually makes no sense, and it's actually harmful against women, harmful against women empowerment, harmful against the idea of us being all fucking equal. Some of y'all take that shit a little too far, because like I said, I think for the majority of y'all, although y'all will not say it, it does not matter. Either way, y'all would have been on Todd's ass. If Todd was the type of nigga that didn't do anything, that sat on his ass and only stayed with the kids, y'all would say, oh, see, look at Todd. He just eating off of Kandi. He ain't doing nothing. He's sitting there. He not working. He not contributing. He not doing no way his ass, but just sitting there eating up off of her. And now, on the other end, when he's doing what he's doing, which is actually helping, making restaurants, making businesses, helping her with her Broadway shows, then it's, oh, he's too much of an opportunist. Let's look up what the word, because I keep hearing y'all say opportunist. Opportunist. What does opportunist mean? Because I don't always think that that's a bad thing. Let's see. Opportunist. Opportunist. An opportunist is a person who takes advantage of opportunities to gain personal advantage, often in a way that is perceived as selfish or unethical. So I'm trying to understand, where is it unethical? What the fuck did Todd do within their marriage that we know of? Because all y'all are doing, I so much assumptions of, oh, this is all Todd's fault. Oh, it's all Todd's fault. Oh, we have no information other than that they're getting divorced. And everybody is saying it's Todd's fault with zero fucking evidence. Zero evidence of anything other than the fact that he filed. Like I said, please, I hate defending a man, but it's like, I don't care if it's a man or a woman. I don't like when I see people jump on somebody with evidence of nothing. Nothing has come out. Nothing has come out about why they actually got divorced other than it was irretrievably broken. Nothing else. And we're going to also get to why y'all are all full of shit in a second. But anyway, selfish or unethical. The selfish part I can't speak to because I'm not Todd. I don't know what his intentions was. But I don't know anything unethically that he's done. Also, as far as opportunity is concerned, this is me personally. Let's use Todd and Bronwyn for an example, right? Because my thing is, I just want to know, do y'all look? Y'all don't. Not, I want to know. I know for a fact that when it's flipped the other way, y'all don't look at it that way. There's this big thing going on right now, right? That it's alleged that Bronwyn from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is setting it up so that she could divorce her husband, Todd, right? I want to ask y'all something. When Bronwyn gets a fucking divorce from Todd, I want to hear, I cannot wait, because I'm going to go back and watch all the people that I watch. And I want to hear y'all say the same thing, that Bronwyn is an opportunist and that Bronwyn does not deserve a dime of Todd's money. I guarantee none of y'all will say that, because she's a woman. And I hate to be that person. I really do. I hate to be that person, because I hate to defend men. Trust me, I hate it. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Well, I don't hear none of you niggas or bitches saying, when it comes to Bronwyn, that when it comes down to that divorce, she should walk away with nothing. Y'all are gonna say that she deserves something. Y'all not calling her an opportunist. Meanwhile, Bronwyn doesn't do shit but spend Todd's fucking money. Does nothing but spend Todd's money. Nothing. But y'all have no problem when it's time for her to get a divorce, for her asking for something. We need to be fair. Again, if your standing is, I don't believe that a man should be with a woman who makes more than him, then again, everything I'm saying, just forget. But if you feel like it does not matter, but then you're still holding on to, well, it's a problem that Todd is asking for this, but it's not a problem that Bronwyn, when she gets a divorce, will ask for money. It does not make any sense. Another thing, right? Like I said, I personally, this is just me. If I got more money than my nigga, like way more money than him, I would want him to be an opportunist to a degree. Yes, please. If we are together in the marriage, this is our money now together. We are now growing this family. I think it would be stupid, pure stupidity, if Todd did not take the freaking opportunities and the access that he now has being with Kandi to grow not just his shit, because remember, a lot of this shit is not Todd's, it's theirs together to grow it. What kind of dumbass would Todd, not even just Todd, but anybody be, to get in a relationship or a marriage with somebody that has greater means than them and not take advantage of it? Y'all don't say nothing when these NBA players have fucking wives and girlfriends that open boutique shops, that open hair shops. Y'all have nothing to say about that. So why is it a problem when it's Todd? It's because he's a man, and I hate to be that person. Like, because y'all are proving a certain little itty bitty part of red pill correct when y'all act like this. There is no fucking difference. I don't give a fuck that he has a dick in between his legs. It's no different. It's the same damn fucking thing. The biggest difference, like I said, is at least Todd has helped Kandi expand and grow her wealth versus these other, not just bitches, but a lot of the other women, all they do is sit their ass at home and spend money. They don't help contribute to their husband. A lot of these wives, like, unless you're like a Kev on stage, his wife Melissa, like, unless you're somebody like that's that integral with your husband's work, most of these bitches have nothing to do with their husband's work. They sit on their ass, they watch the kids, if that, and then do nothing outside of that. And then when it's time to get paid, they get paid, and y'all have nothing to say. So y'all want to call him an opportunity? Sure. I don't see there's anything wrong with that. He was married to a woman who had God knows how much access, God knows how much money, and y'all think it's wrong. Y'all think it's wrong for him to take advantage of the opportunities that was given to him now that he's with Kandi? If that's how y'all feel, I don't have much of a conversation, because I just totally disagree. I think it would be stupid if he sat on his ass and not took advantage of everything that he now has in front of him with him being with Kandi. Same way that if it was the opposite way around, if Kandi was the one without money and Todd was the one with money, I would look at it the same way. That's kind of like with T.I. and Tiny, right? Tiny was technically like somebody before T.I., but nobody gave a fuck about Tiny until she got with T.I. I'm pretty sure once Tiny and T.I. got together and he got bigger, that certain doors were open to Tiny. For example, like the TV show. Tiny would have never got that fucking show, the T.I. Family Hustle show. Tiny would have never got that show on her own. She got it because she was with T.I., and T.I. was a little bit of a bigger star individually than she was. So I'm not mad at Tiny for taking advantage of the opportunities that was put in front of her because she was married to Tip. Tip has way more money than fucking Tiny. I don't care that she had more money walking in than he did. He now has way more money than her. And if they was to get a divorce, I would not be mad that Tiny would ask for money for Tip. It's fucking stupid. Y'all are trying to do all these things like, oh, he's an opportunity. No. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all don't like the fact that he's a man asking a woman for more money. But this is to me where it makes literally no sense. In this article, this is what I'm saying. Y'all can feel however y'all want to feel, but it's clear that Kandi don't feel the same way that y'all do. Because if it it was literally just about the money, right, and nothing else, right, and Kandi really felt that way, this part wouldn't matter. Where we at? This part would not matter. Let me see here. Sorry. Almost got it. Pretty much about, I don't have it right here anymore, but pretty much when it says that, although that they're going to be breaking up, how they're still going to be working with each other in a professional manner. So I'm not understanding. Y'all are claiming that he's just simply here for the money, right? And that could be your opinion. We don't give a fuck what your opinion is. What matters is what Kandi said. Kandi clearly does not feel that way, because in here it says, oh, here it goes. It says, in the filing, Tucker stated that he and Burris have been working well together to reach a resolution and expressed the belief that their professional working relationship in this matter would continue. Let me read that again. And expressed belief that their professional working relationship in this matter would continue. Meaning, all of those businesses that they had together, all of the restaurants, the Broadway plays, that Kandi and Todd are deciding that they're still going to work together regardless. If Kandi really felt like Todd was only there for her money, would she not just be on some, nigga, we gonna sell all this shit and split it down the middle? Or you wanna know what? You keep this, I keep this. Or you wanna know what? You're not entitled to nothing. The fact that it's in here that she is saying that she still plans on working with him on from a professional manner, to me throws everything that y'all said the fuck out the window. It literally throws that whole premise of, even if it's true, she doesn't think that. And that's what the fuck matters. That's what matters, is that she doesn't think that. So y'all can feel however the fuck y'all want to. But the point of the matter is, y'all mad because y'all feel like he taking money. Guess what? It's going to continuously happen according to y'all. Because Kandi is still going to work with him. Do you want to know why? Because Todd has actually added value to her fucking life, added value to her brand, helped her increase her net worth. What are we talking about? Kandi walking into the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she made okay money. But where she is now versus where she walked into this bitch is leaps and bounds. And that's not on her own. Not on her own. What the fuck? The other point, right, is about the whole thing about, and that's about the money. And actually, we could go into the prenup about it, right? Then they also have in here about how the prenup was signed. Now, we all watched that special. Y'all gonna sit on my face and make it seem like Todd was not forced to sign that thing right before he went down the aisle? Y'all gonna sit in my face, and we all watched that special, and make it seem like what was in this article is not what happened? That it wasn't literally right before the fucking wedding? That he had to sign it? I've taken, like I said, I have a degree in marketing and legal studies, and so because of that, I had to take a lot of legal classes, and one of the classes I had to take was contracts. I took contracts 1, 2, and 3, and within your contracts class, one of the things that you first go off learning is what makes a contract, like null and void, right? Even if it's signed. And one of the main things that's underneath there is duress. So a contract cannot be held as valid if it was signed under duress. Meaning whether, it doesn't necessarily mean like you have to have a gun to your head, but it's that, and it's also the meeting of minds. Those are some things as well that has to be in there for it to be considered a valid contract. So what his attorneys can actually really lay out, and all they really got to do is pull up the episode, is that literally he was under duress, literally right about to walk down the aisle, and they damn near forced him to sign it, or they weren't going to get married at all. Like, his lawyers can actually make a case of that. And like I said, it's actually bad because they actually have like footage of not just Kandi, but really like her whole family pretty much jumping down his throat and pressuring him to sign this damn prenup. Again, it's not that he didn't necessarily want to sign it. He didn't want to sign it in the state of which it was. So I'm not mad at him contesting it. And not only that, again, y'all acting like people don't contest prenups all the time. Most people contested a prenup. Bitch, let's use Ashley Darby for an example. Ashley Darby contested the shit out of that prenup that she had with Michael. None of y'all said nothing about it. And like I said, Ashley did nothing to help Michael get any of that money. Y'all don't like Ashley or whatever, but none of y'all said that she was wrong for going to take Michael for his money. None of y'all said that she was wrong for going to get what she got from him. None of y'all said that she was wrong for waiting until that first prenup was over, staying with him just so that she could extend the prenup prenup out to get a divorce. None of y'all are saying, my thing is, again, if we're going to call people out, let's call everybody out. Y'all didn't have a problem with that. And that's from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all ain't have no problem with that. Y'all have a problem because it's Kandi, and y'all have a problem because it's a man contesting a woman's fucking prenup. I would contest the prenup too if I was Todd. Period. Honestly, I don't give a fuck who I was. I'm always going to contest the prenup if we get a divorce. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. But I'm going to try. You got me fucked up if you think I'm not going to try. Also, we don't know exactly what was in the prenup. Prenups are not always like, oh, I'll walk in with, you know, like, or you get half or you don't get half. Everybody's prenup is different. So there's a lot of assumption of what he's even contesting within this prenup. Or what the prenup says. Y'all do not fucking know. Y'all are not lawyers. Please. I'm tired of people who are not lawyers speaking or never took a legal class a day in their fucking life speaking on legal matters that y'all don't know anything about. Y'all don't even know what the prenup fucking consists of. It's not always, like I said, necessarily, well, I'll, you know, when we split up, I get half and you get half, or you get nothing that I came with. Everybody's prenup is different. So who knows what the fuck part, like what their prenup said exactly, what parts is specifically he contested. They also said that they're still talking through it and working through a resolution. Y'all are stupid. And then lastly, let's get into the primary custody because I've been talking about this shit way too long anyway. Right, so he's asking for primary custody, physical primary custody, but then joint legal custody, and then final decision making. So there's this whole thing now of like, oh, see, we knew it was a scheme because Todd is doing that so that he can get child support from Kandi. Okay, so I went on Twitter because this is really why I came on here, because I have been literally like, this tweet damn near went viral for what I said. And like, I'm still getting fucking notifications. To this moment, I'm like literally still getting notifications. This is all based on one fucking tweet. And my tweet says this. My tweet said, and this in response to J Reality blog who posted about this, and I said, why is the first thing people are saying it's a scheme? Meanwhile, Riley said on the show herself how Kandi is a present because she works a lot. And people are going to fucking, I got a lot of likes, but I also got like a lot of people going in. This is my whole thing. The reason why I'm not saying that Todd and Kandi are not busy. What I'm saying is I'm specifically responding to when people are saying that the only reason that Todd would want to do this is because of child support. And I'm like, why are y'all not taking into consideration that Riley herself, and I'm going to play the clip in a minute, Riley herself said that neither one of them really are around and neither one of them should have fucking kids. And on this clip that I'm about to play, Kandi herself says that Todd plays daddy daycare. Now, granted, in her eyes, it's not for a long time, but he does do daddy daycare. And you'll also see within this clip that she actually misses a fucking parent-teacher conference for Ace. Why? Because she's sitting in front of a fucking Bravo camera working. So what my only thing was, it's not to say that Todd isn't busy as well, but this assumption that Todd only wants primary custody because of the fact that he wants child support and not taking into consideration that Kandi really is busy. My thing is, y'all can't say on one hand that Kandi is booked and busy, but then at the same time try to dispute Todd when he says that she's not around. So y'all don't want to believe shit that I have to say. I went and I pulled up the fucking clip. And mind you, this wasn't even the clip that I was talking about. I was talking about another clip, but let's just go through this clip. In this clip, right now only Ace is born, right? Only Ace is alive. So their other daughter, I think it's Blaze. Is it Blaze? I think Blaze is not born yet, but they're talking about the fact that they have some eggs left over. So let's listen to what they have to say. Listen to what Riley.
No.
She asked about them having kids.
I mean, is this a joke?
Exactly.
You're not supposed to leave any teammates behind. What do you mean not leave no teammates behind?
We still have 2 embryos. I don't feel right just leaving them in the freezer. Well, I feel fine telling you to leave them in the freezer.
Riley wasn't playing.
Hey there, Riley.
You used to say you wanted a little sister. Yeah, that was until I saw how y'all were with children. When I was younger, you were around 24/7. I didn't even think you had a job.
Yeah, when she was younger, she was just writing songs. Now she got 20 jobs, and you gotta schedule in time.
Cause y'all be like, oh, I'm leaving tomorrow at like 11 p.m.
Yep.
Oh, you work too much. when she's saying this, it's not like I can deny it. But even though I work all the time, I'm there for my kids' doctor's appointments. I'm there for all their events. Hold on, my
Check this.
child called me. Damn. I missed the parent meeting at Ace's school. Damn it.
Daddy Daycare is popping. Daddy Daycare, driving lessons with Ace. Ace doesn't know what he's doing.
Do we want to be honest about Daddy Daycare? Do we really?
We can be 100% honest. At the end of the day, Riley, for us to afford the things that we have in a lifestyle.
The point of the matter is, like I said, and Kandi will go on to say that, like, the daddy daycare thing, like Riley said, it's not the way that he makes it seem. But the point that I was trying to make online is not that Todd is not busy as well, but that both Riley herself, Kandi's own daughter, said that they should not have more kids because she's not around. And that's when it was just Ace. They have now Ace and Blaze. So again, Kandi sat here and said, oh, well, I'm around for my kids. I do this, I do that. I don't never miss anything. But then literally in the middle of saying that, gets a call saying that she missed Ace's parent-teacher conference. So again, it's not like him saying that is just so outrageous when it's already been pointed out by not just by Todd, because we know throughout their marriage, Todd has brought up the fact that Kandi needs to pull back and come home more, but that her own daughter and stepdaughter said, bitch, you're too busy. You don't be around for your kids. So why is it so hard to believe that Todd would say, well, you want to know what? Since you're constantly on the road with this gay, and he mostly, from my understanding, manages a lot of the restaurants that they have right there in Atlanta, it does make more sense for him to fucking have physical custody. What are we going to do? Let Kandi have physical custody so that she can just give the baby to fucking Mama Joyce? And I bet you that's another reason, too, while somebody brought up a good point, I bet you that's another reason, too, why Todd really wants physical custody, because I'm pretty sure he knows that if Kandi gets physical custody, them kids is mostly gonna be with Joyce, and he ain't with that. I wouldn't be with that shit either. Joyce, after what Joyce said about my children, I would never want Joyce around my motherfucking kids, ever. Ever. You damn Skippy. I do want custody of my kids. Your family is fucking trifling, especially when it comes to how they treat me and our children, and you don't even care about that. Like, that bothers me that Kandi doesn't even give a fuck enough about her husband, her ex-husband, and her kids, that her mom treats them like that. Get that shit the fuck out my face. I said what I said. Y'all can keep tagging me on Twitter. Y'all can keep spamming me, calling me all types of names. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. And Riley, her own self, and I posted that too, Riley said out of her own mouth that Kandi is too fucking busy. She said it about Todd too, but y'all already on Todd's ass. We know what y'all think about Todd. We're talking about Kandi right now, and how y'all are trying to make it seem like there's no validity to what the fuck Todd is saying about Kandi not being around. Well, her own damn daughter said y'all should not have kids because neither one of you bitch ass niggas is around. Please stop. Stop it. It's really annoying the shit out of me. There's nothing here that we have about anything about Todd other than the fact that he's a man with a fucking penis in between his legs. And y'all don't like when men try to take women's money. Just say that. If you said that, I would respect it and understand where you're coming from, because that's where the basis of your belief is. But if that's not the basis of your belief and you're only saying that Todd is an opportunist based on the fact that he took opportunities when he was married to Kandi, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out my face. Bye.